Mr. Zimmerlich?
Present, yes.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Benjamin Zimmerlich. This is ticket U677977323. This is one count offered to engage the services of another. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Well, Paul Clark representing Mr. Zimmerlich, Your Honor.
All right, and sir, can you state your name for the record, Mr. Zimmerlich?
Benjamin Zimmerlich.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, Prosecutor Mason was kind enough to offer a plea to disorderly conduct with certain conditions. Those conditions being that my client would take an HIV test, the results of which would remain confidential. He will attend the morality class through the probation, perform 20 hours of community service, and I believe there will be some fines and costs.
All right, sir, you heard that offer. Do you want to take it at this time?
I do.
Please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Sorry, I wasn't talking to y'all. Sorry about that. All right, sir, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
I do. I did, yes.
All right. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside of what's been stated on the record today in exchange for that plea, sir?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
I do, yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of August 22nd of 2023, last year. Were you in the area of John R. and Remington in the city of Detroit?
I was, yes.
And while you were in that area, did you act in a disorderly manner, sir?
I did, yes.
Satisfied, counsel?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you.
The court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the reduced charge of disorderly conduct. Sir, my fine is $300. You heard the terms that you're going to have to follow. It's the HIV STI test. I don't have to know the results. I just have to know that you took the test, the morality class, and I'll give you the phone number to call to schedule that. Are you ready, sir?
1 second, sorry.
I'll write it down for him, Judge. I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you. It's 313-864-8205. Okay. Tell him he needs to take that morality class, and then you need to do 20 hours of community service. That's a different phone number. 313-965-8130. Okay. Then when you come back, you need 3 months or 4 months to complete all these tasks, because I'll do a review to make sure that you paid the fine, took the classes, and did the community service and the test. How long do you need, 3 or 4 months?
If 4 months is available, I'd like to do 4 months.
Absolutely. I was about to say I can give you 4 months. I don't want you to feel too rushed. Okay. So that brings us to May 22nd of 2024 for a review. Okay.
May I ask, Judge, that review, is that done in person if he has completed?
Not. It's online.
Oh,
so he doesn't have to come. Yep, on Zoom. So at 8:45 a.m. via Zoom, he doesn't have to come in person for the hearings unless he would prefer to do so. He can do it all online.
May I ask for one last phone number, and that would be for, does he have to contact probation directly for some of the?
He doesn't. So those are the numbers I gave him to those are the 2 numbers he needs. If he contacts probation, it may throw a wrench in this, so don't contact probation.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Numbers. All right. All right. You're very welcome. If there's nothing further, I'll see you back in 4 months, sir. That's May 22nd of this upcoming year. I mean, this year. I say this upcoming year. All right, we're already in January.
It's
All right,
close
you're
to
all
ending.
set, sir. I know, I'm so confused today. All right, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Stay well.
You
Thank you.
too. Y'all stay warm. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. All right.
Can we bring
Let me start
Mr.
hitting these
Wells
folks.
out of 21? He's on the telephone. I can't bring him to the main set.
Okay, in room 21, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the one we're waiting to ensure that the community service has been done, Judge.
Okay, I'll leave them in there for a second then while we wait, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, though, for letting me know. I appreciate it. Hey, good morning. All right, Kevin Ward.
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Kevin LaShawn Ward. This is ticket SP 1385656. Count 1, improper plates. Count 3, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Ticket SP 1311292. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Count 3, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1290217. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2 of that ticket is no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1494543. Count 1, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. Is that a different ticket than the other one?
Yeah.
It is. Ticket number SP 1494517. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. I don't know why it's 2 of the same counts, but it is. Count 3, loud music from a motor vehicle more than 10 feet away. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Kevin Ward.
We're continuing a not guilty plea. The matter has been discussed with Mr. Ward, and he understands his rights. He's going to waive his right to a jury trial here today. We're asking for a bench trial by Zoom, please.
That's the case, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
The attorney I talked to this morning, yes.
Yes, and it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
All right, I'll set this matter for the date of April 3rd at 9:30 a.m. It will be via Zoom, so the same way you zoomed in today, zoom in on that day, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm bringing in DeCarlos White. DeCarlos White,
Yes.
all right, can you turn your camera on for me, please? All right. And Mr. White, can you take your hat off? Is that just your hair? Is it hat?
No,
You
I
got
got
something?
I got my hood on. I got my
Take
hood
your
on.
hood off for me. Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus DeCarlos Montana White. This is ticket SP 1522806. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, driver's license expired. Ticket number SP 1522785. Count 1, 6 to 10 miles over posted speed. Count 2, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. White. Mr. White, please state your name for the record and P68686. Mr. White, please state your name for the record.
Carlos White.
Judge, today's the date and time set for show cause. We waive formal reading, stand mute.
All right, this time the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. How are we moving forward?
Judge, at this time, we're asking the court to continue to not guilty plea on these matters and schedule these matters for pretrial.
All right, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty. The 2 tickets that were in default, I'll take out a default as long as there's no collections already for it. And I'll set this matter for a pretrial on the date of March 19th at 8:30 a.m., sir. It will be via Zoom. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. If that's it, you're all set, okay? Travi Watson.
Yes, this is me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You got to walk off the floor for a moment.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine. Just let me know when you get there. Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Travi Watson. This is ticket number SP 1479363. Count 1, drove while license not valid. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket SP 1479357. Count 1, 11 to 15 miles over posted speed. Count 2, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel. He also has a number of cases and warrant status. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Please the court, Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. State your name, please, sir.
Everybody Watson?
Thank you. Judge, the defendant's here for show cause as to the matters announced on the record and as to the matters for which the defendant has warrants. We've had a discussion and he waives any more formal reading of the information complaint or warrant, stands mute for the purpose of arraignment on those cases, and asks for a pretrial date request. And it has been advised of his rights, and he's going to come back largely in compliance.
All right. At this time, the court is going to honor that request. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on his cases that are currently in warrant status. I'll take them out of warrant status and enter pleas of not guilty on those and give him a $0 bond, sir. I'll set this for a pretrial on the date of March 19th at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0. Okay, sir, come back and see us so you can take care of these matters, please, and thank you, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Christopher Wade. Bring in a couple of people. Alexis Williams. Martino Walker. All right. Christopher Wade.
Yeah.
So you have a hat on
Hello.
your head. Hello. You have a hat on
Yeah,
your
I'm at
head?
yeah, parole
You at the, huh?
parole office on Lawton.
All right, can you take the hat off for a moment or no?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Now calling the matter. Mr. Wade, I'm gonna keep you on mute until it's time for you to go because I don't want the background noise, okay?
What is it gonna be? Because I'm still waiting for him to see me.
I know it's okay, but I'm gonna just when I have you unmute yourself to say your name, but then keep it muted, okay?
Okay, no problem. I will.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Christopher Marcel Wade. This is ticket number 413-956. No operator's license on person. Ticket SP 10944762. Drove while license suspended. Repeat offender. Ticket SP 10811568. Count 1. Drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 2. Driver's license expired. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1413119. Count 1, drive while license suspended. Ticket SP 1183097. Count 1, drive while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1183074. Drove while license suspended. Count 1. Count 2, improper plates. Ticket SP 1176156. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1165579. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper. And ticket number SP 1081569. Count 1, reckless driving. Count 2, open alcohol in the motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, state your name. Mr. Wade, stand still, please. Unmute your device.
Okay, Christopher Wade.
We will waive any more formal reading of the information, complaint, or warrant. Defendant pleads not guilty, Your Honor. Please set the matters for a pre-trial date. I did not get a chance to inform Mr. Wade that she's going to need to come down on or before his next court date to the 36th District Court and give us some fingerprints for that reckless driving case. Can you hear me, sir?
No, because he's on the move.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I forgot to tell you something. You have to come down because of that reckless driving case and be fingerprinted on or before your next court date. Is that okay?
Okay, so I just go to where
Come
do I
to
go?
the front desk at the 36th District Court on the first floor. Let them know you're here to be fingerprinted. They'll take care of you and get you in and out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And on the other cases, I will enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. I'll have you come back on March 19th. So you need to get that fingerprint before March 19th at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All right, and that's when you'll come back online to do these tickets and handle them. March 19th at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Okay.
All right, there's nothing further. You're all set. Thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Good luck to you, okay? Alexis Williams?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yes.
Carlos Walker in breakout number 2 asking for help. Is his case?
Oh, he's 9 o'clock. He's the one that's scheduled for trial. I don't believe the officer has checked in on that one.
Okay. I'll bring him out in a minute. He can be patient. He spoke to someone, so at least he's not abandoned. He'll be all right. I'll do it in a minute. All right, Alexis Williams.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Alexis Williams. This is ticket number SP 1513666. Count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janeki Nance, appearing on behalf of Ms. Williams. Ms. Williams, if you would please state your name for the record.
Alexis Williams.
Judge, today is the date and time set for trial. At this time, Ms. Williams is asking the court to continue her not guilty plea and schedule this matter for a bench trial. We've discussed her right to a jury trial where 6 people would need to listen to the facts associated with the case and make a determination of whether or not she was guilty and not guilty. She's advised me that she'd like to waive her right to a jury trial and have this matter heard by the court. Is that correct, Ms. Williams?
Yes.
All right. If that's the case, please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney? That would have been Miss Nance about your case and about your rights?
Yes,
And it's my understanding that you would like to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. You understand that, ma'am?
yes.
Are these all his warrants? I'm gonna set this matter for a bench trial on the, I'm gonna set this matter for a bench trial on the date of April 3rd at 9:30 a.m. It will be via Zoom. Ms. Williams, the same way you signed on today, sign on that day at 9:30 a.m., okay?
Okay.
Okay, what's the matter?
Um, was thinking about what was said to me. Alfred said that's April. It's like 3 months is almost.
Yeah, Judge, I thought maybe you had court dates maybe sooner than April. I said maybe within a month and a half. That's what has been going on in other courtrooms. So that's what I did.
I have WYs and Z's in the city of Detroit.
But to be fair, I did say that to Miss Williams. I did.
Let me see. A month from today is the 21st. Let me see what's on my 21st. I'll do February 21st if you want.
Okay.
You want February 21st?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do February 21st.
Thank you.
February 21st, 2024. At 9:30 a.m., I'll set your bond at $0 personal. Yeah, my trial dates are far away, beyond the moon, beyond the rain, because I'm trying to make sure that people don't sit on here forever anymore. I'm trying my hardest, Attorney Nance. So when I got 35 people, I'll be trying so that they don't sit on here, because then they say, yeah, why you be sitting on here all day long? Oh my gosh, you wasting my life.
I understand. Thank you,
All right.
Judge.
No problem. I'll see you then. I don't have too many. I have 4 trials so far. So you'll be my number 5 that day. Okay, Miss Williams?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. What day did I give her? Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure. I know the 19th is a holiday, so I want to make sure I didn't give her the wrong day. Mr. Walker?
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Martino D'Angelo Walker. This is ticket number SP 1520483, count 1, entering a vacant dwelling without owner's permission. Ticket SP 1519792, count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, tinted windows. Count 3, seatbelt assembly violation. I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25 warrants that I need you to arraign him on. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Walker, state your name.
Martino Walker.
Judge, the defendant will waive a more formal reading of the information complaint or warrant in each of the enumerated cases, as well as the other cases that you mentioned on the record. I would also augment that statement with indicating that I have reviewed with the defendant those warrants and the corresponding case numbers and causes of action. He's going to waive again that formal reading and ask for a pretrial in each of these cases. Please and thank
you. Mr. Walker, you got to come to court. You understand?
Yeah, I've been taking care of my probation. I had a probation violation. I just turned myself in for that and get that warrant. Yeah, I get that done. Then and my judge told me I had to come Monday for y'all.
Take care of all of this, because when she looks on the computer system, she sees you with all these warrants.
Yeah, I just gave them $2,300 for probation.
Listen, we're not talking about money right now, Mr. Walker, because I'll work with you. But what we're talking about is when you get tickets, you got to show before the court if they're misdemeanors so that you don't have this many warrants sitting out there. You don't want all this. This is traffic. Okay, this should be the least of your worries. Okay, especially when you have to deal with other more serious things. You understand, Mr. Walker?
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of it.
Okay. All right. So remind me that happened. We'll make sure that whatever you end up pleading to, I'll make it where you can get into a payment plan, and I'll try and be mindful of how much you have to pay back. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And we'll give you some time, but you got to take care of them. See, if you did them one at a time, they wouldn't compound against you. Am I right?
You're right.
All right. So I'm going to give you March 20th. Okay. March 20th is when you come back. And that's so we can try and figure it out. And so I can have all your warrants pulled so that way you don't have these warrants sitting out there. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll see you then, Mr. Walker. I'll enter a bond of $0 on your behalf, and we'll have you come back on March 20th at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Walker. Make sure you come back, please, so we can handle this.
I'm coming.
Okay, put it in your phone then when we finish this so that you make sure you come.
Yeah, March 20th at what time? March 20th at what time?
8:30 a.m., sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thank you. Have a good day, okay?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm bringing in Benny Williams and Micah Young. And Anthony Waters. Benny Williams.
Speaking.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Benny Williams. This is V ticket 132017. This is a nuisance behavior from a dog, and V ticket 132016 failed to provide leash for dog off property. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record.
Benny Williams.
Judge, the defendant is asking that a not guilty plea be continued or entered here, and that a trial date be placed onto the record. He's willing to waive his right to a jury trial and ask for a bench trial, specifically by Zoom, please.
Okay. All right, I don't know what happened. We had one bench trial scheduled. I don't know what happened that day. We took it back to a pre-trial. So you sure you want a bench trial now, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yeah.
It's my understanding you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll set this matter for a bench trial on the date of April 3rd. April 3rd, that'll be at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Yes.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set.
April 3rd, what time?
At 9:30 a.m. Bond
Okay,
set at $0, okay?
All right.
All right, have a good day. All right, Anthony Waters?
Ready.
Do I leave?
Yes. Yes, you can leave, sir. Yes.
He does.
Okay.
I just want to make sure the record is this time you said.
You in
I
there,
can't hear what
just
you're saying at all. I was about to say,
Let's make sure the record is clear the first time.
hold on a minute. Let me mute Mr. Waters. What are you saying?
I said, I just want to make sure that my record is clear. The first time you said 9 o'clock. So it's 9:30.
It's 9:30. I mean, if he signs in at 9 o'clock, we're not gonna turn him away. It's not. Now I'm trying to do my bench trials at 9:30 because they put stuff on my docket at 9 o'clock for pre-trials now, and it makes it really messy looking. So then I've dismissed cases because I thought it was a trial and it was set for pre-trial. So it's really 9:30. But you can, if I said 9 o'clock, put 9 o'clock down. That's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, I want it to be at 9:30, but if I said 9 o'clock the first time, just put down 9 o'clock. And then if I said 9:30 the second time, put 9:30 down. I'm gonna put 9:30 into the record though. Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, I'll try and be mindful of that. Okay, Mr. Waters, unmute yourself, please. All right.
Yeah.
I'll call in the matter of the people versus Anthony Leon Waters Jr. This is ticket SP 1433122. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, open alcohol in the motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janecki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Waters. Mr. Waters, please state your name for the record.
Anthony Leon Waters.
Judge, today's a date and time set for pretrial. Mr. Waters and I have discussed his matter in some detail. At this time, he's asking the court to continue his not guilty plea to schedule this matter for a bench trial. We've discussed his right to a jury trial where 6 people would need to listen to the facts associated with the case and make a determination of whether or not he is guilty or not guilty. It is my understanding that Mr. Waters would like to waive his right to a jury trial and have this matter heard by the court. Is that correct, Mr. Waters?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
No, I'm sorry. And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to set it for April 3rd at 9:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, you have 2 tickets that you need to take care of. They're at a collection agency right now through the city of Detroit, so you might want to look into those, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
So that's it?
Uh-huh. Mr. Waters. Malachi Young.
Malachi Young.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Malachi Andre Young. This is ticket SX 4288292, count 1, speed 16 to 20 miles over posted speed, count 2, no operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Would you state your name, sir, please?
Malachi Young.
Judge, we're continuing a not guilty plea, asking for a bench trial date. The defendant has been advised of his rights.
All right. Please, sir, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to set this matter for the date of March 3rd. Nope, April 3rd. I'm sorry. April 3rd at 9:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, I'll see you on April 3rd at 9:30 a.m. via Zoom, okay?
Okay, have a nice day, man.
You too, Mr. Young. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Your Honor, I
All
did
right,
want to
bye-bye.
I'm sorry, to confirm for the record that I did send forward the information for the defensive driving course to Mr. Young. He's gonna come back with a certificate.
Okay, fantastic. All right. All right, I'm gonna admit the rest of the folks, with the exception to the ones in the breakout rooms, and I'll get them in a moment, sorry. All right. Jared Welter, please keep yourself on mute until I call your matter.
Okay.
Okay, Jared Welter, you good, Mr. Welter? I called your matter, okay?
Okay.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Jared Tyler Welter. This is ticket number 751358. This is one count drove while license suspended and one count insufficient lights. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Welter. Mr. Welter, please state your name for the record.
Jared Tyler Welter.
Judge, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any capias be set aside, any warrant recalled.
All right, this time the court is going to set aside any cases may be out there, enter pleas of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we proceeding today?
Judge, there's a recommendation that if he tenders a plea to one count of driving while license suspended, it will be reduced to a failure to display. Mr. Welter, would you like to take advantage of that recommendation?
Sorry, what does that mean?
Remember, we discussed that you would tender a plea.
Sorry, my bad. Yes.
That's okay. So,
Okay.
okay, go
You want to
ahead.
take advantage of that? What it means is it'll be reduced to a different charge in this particular matter. So it won't be license suspended display. You'll take the plea to license suspended, but I'll reduce it, okay? Mr. Welter?
Okay.
Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Nance about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything outside what's been stated today in exchange for this plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice? Sorry.
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of July 29th of 2023. Were you in the area of Chrysler and Monroe Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Jeep vehicle?
Yes.
And while you're driving that vehicle, was your license suspended at the time, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied,
All right,
Judge.
satisfied. Thank you. And the court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the reduced charge failed to display. The remaining count will be dismissed. Sir, my fine is $200. Is that something you're able to afford?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how long do you need to pay it? 30 or 60 days?
30.
Okay, I'll give you until February 22nd to have that paid, okay?
Okay.
All right, any reinstatement fees you'll be responsible for, that's above and beyond my $200 fine, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day, okay?
Bye.
You look nice too with the turtleneck on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Kyla Williams? Miss Williams?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right. Okay, now calling the matter of the people versus Kyla Denise Williams. This is ticket SP 1510431. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling ticket SP 1510. Mr. Wells, I don't know where you're going. Please set that phone down. My goodness. Stop it moving. Stop it moving. Just set it down. Whatever you're doing. It's you've been walking around. I can see it. I know you may not be able to see me. Set it down until I call your matter. You're next, okay? All right. Ticket number SP 1510434. Count 1, 11 to 15 miles over posted speed. Count 2, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Kyla Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Would you state your name, ma'am?
Kayla Williams.
Thank you. Judge, the defendant's going to waive rights to any further hearings or trials. She's going to plead guilty. She is been advised and is ready to make a factual basis here today.
All right, if that's the case, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of October 13th of 2023. At that
Mhm.
time, were you driving a Ford vehicle in the area of West Warren and Faust
Yes.
Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you're driving, was your license suspended at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, satisfied, counsel.
Satisfied with the factual basis. I'm also I'm stipulating to the probable cause as to the matter being dismissed.
All right, this time the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge failed to display. The remaining counts called on this record today will be dismissed. Ms. Williams, you need to have your license valid, okay?
Oh, they will be very, very soon.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
I'm on like, come on. You got to get that together, okay?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
Your Honor, before we leave, did we get that there's 2 additional civil infractions?
I called them on the record.
Okay, thank you.
I'm dismissing them as part of this plea today, Attorney Boffman.
Thank you.
Now, I do want to let you know, though, the tickets that are like in 2022, a lot of those are in collection now. And so just be mindful of that. These are 23, so we'll be able to do it. But some of those are going to be a little bit more difficult than we typically do, Attorney Boffman, just because they pick back up the collection stuff after like a year or so. But these I can take out of collection. I mean, I can take out of default and put on this the record. So, ma'am, my fine is $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
30 days.
All right, so I have to do no later than February 22nd.
Okay.
February 22nd. Your sweater is very pretty, ma'am. Thank you so much for coming on court today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, have a good day, okay?
Thank you.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's in one of the rooms. I want to get him out. You can sign off. All right, I'm trying to get Mr. Walker out here. I want to call him, get him out.
Judge, those may be the only 2 left. You may be able to shut down the breakout rooms.
Yeah, I probably can.
She didn't have anything.
Mr. Walls, I'm gonna mute you. Okay. All right, Mr. Walker, put yourself on mute for a moment. Kenneth DeCarlos, is he in here somewhere? Did he log off?
I'm here.
I see you, Mr. Walker. Put yourself on mute for a moment.
I think he might be the iPhone judge. He dropped off and came back into the waiting because we were in.
That's somebody else. iPhone, what's your name? Sir with the black coat on, what's your name? And the baby dreads?
Keywan Wilkins.
You were already here.
He was. I spoke with him, Judge. This is we can schedule that one for bench trial.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Keywan Dante Wilkins. This is ticket number SP 1102576. Count 1 failed to display for valid operator's license. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1204296. Count 1, drove while license not valid or improper. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, supply false information to police officer. Ticket SP 1251738, gives false information regarding accident. Ticket SP 1285040. Count 1, failed to display. Count 2, improper plates. Ticket SP 1333517. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, failed to display. Ticket SX 4021554. No operator's license on person. Ticket number SP 1503994. Improper plates. Count 1. And ticket SP 1503826. Improper plates. Count 1. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Wilkins. Mr. Wilkins, please state your name for the record.
Keywan Wilkins.
Judge, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any cases be set aside, any warrants recalled as relates to the arraignment be waived, formal reading stand mute on all of the charges.
All right, this time the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. How are we moving forward?
Judge, at this time, we're asking the court to continue the not guilty plea and schedule all of these matters for bench trial. Mr. Wilkins and I, we've discussed his right to a jury trial where 6 people would listen to the facts associated with the matters, and they would make a determination of whether or not he was guilty or not guilty. It is my understanding that after speaking with Mr. Wilkins, he'd like to continue the not guilty plea and have this matter heard by the court. Is that correct, Mr. Wilkins?
I thought we were doing giving false police information to a police officer, send that to a bench trial, and then accepting the plea and arrest.
Judge, do you separate them, or do you require everything to?
I was hoping to give a general resolution. I don't know if.
So there's no separation, sir. We need to schedule either everything for trial, or either you're going to accept the plea as it has been offered.
Okay. Is there a way to talk to the
the
prosecutor? Because I was like, okay, so basically, like,
Okay,
let me stop you, Mr.
Attorney
Wilkins.
Nance. Okay, all right. Before he keeps
No,
talking,
Judge,
hold tight. I'm gonna put him on mute. I'll have him at the end. Maybe we can work something out, Attorney Nance, where I can just do that ticket if he really wants to handle everything else.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. Let me handle these other people. Put yourself on mute, sir. All right, Carlos Walker, sir. Unmute yourself. I'm asking you to unmute.
Okay.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Carlos DePriest Walker. This is ticket SP 1469038. 1 count open alcohol and a motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janaki Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, please state your name for the record.
Carlos DePriest Walker.
Judge, today's the date and time set for trial. The defense is ready to proceed. The officer who issued the ticket, I believe his name is Travis Wright, has not checked in with the court. Therefore, we move to dismiss without prejudice.
All right. Seeing that the time is now 10:35 a.m. No officer having checked in. The court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. All right, Mr. Walker, whether or not you did it or not, that behavior is unacceptable, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
All right. All right. So go do no more of this. All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You have a good day too. Thank you for the button-up shirt too. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Darcella Webster. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I apologize.
You pronounced it right.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Darcella Renee Webster. This is ticket SP 1514899. Count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count 2, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please. Did anybody talk to you? It says ready.
Mr. Hoffman?
No, I don't think I spoke to Darcella Webster.
Yeah, we actually did speak.
Okay.
Yeah, we spoke.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. So, Your Honor, Harry Goffin on behalf of the defendant, would you state your name, ma'am?
Darcella Webster.
Sorry, Miss Webster, forgive me. The defendant is asking.
Oh, go back into the microphone a little bit more, Attorney Boffman. I don't know why we having issues today.
And no, it's just this unit. The defendant is asking for an adjourned pretrial for the purpose of compliance, Your Honor.
All right. Yeah. If that's the case, ma'am, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'll set this matter for a pretrial. Mr. Walls, you can't just start talking on my record. I can hear you. Keep yourself on mute. All right. I'm going to set this for a pretrial on the date of March 19th, 2024. I hope that gives you plenty of time to get stuff together, Miss Webster, okay?
Yes, okay.
I'll set your bond at $0 personal. I'll see you at 8:30 that day, March 19th, 2024, okay?
Okay. Will that be on Zoom?
On Zoom, ma'am. Via Zoom, okay?
Okay. And you said what time again?
At 8:30 a.m. If you don't look at the TV, you can hear me.
Okay. Oh, I'm not looking at TV. I was trying to get a pen.
All right, 8:30 a.m. on March 19th, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Rashida Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Rashida Zimmerman. This is you ticket 562-15120 in the park after dark. Ticket number SP 1364715, count 1, improper plates, count 2, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1364726, count 1, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1370395, count 1, improper plates, count 2, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1377461, count 1, drove while license suspended, count 2, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Janeki Nance appearing on behalf of Ms. Zimmerman. Ms. Zimmerman, would you please state your name for the record?
Rashida Zimmerman.
Judge, today's the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. We ask that any cases be set aside, any warrants recalled. As it relates to the arraignment, we waive formal reading, stand mute.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. How are we moving forward?
Judge, Ms. Zimmerman does understand that she has a right to a hearing. At this time, she's waiving that right. She is wanting to tender a plea of guilty. It is my understanding that Ms. Zimmerman would like to accept the recommendation that has been presented. The recommendation, Judge, is if she tenders a plea on ticket ending in 7151 as charged, that count 2 of that same ticket, unregistered or untitled motor vehicle, that will be reduced to an improper plate. Count 3 of that ticket will be dismissed. Judge, if she also tenders a plea on ticket ending in 7261, driving while license suspended, it will be reduced to a failure to display. Count the ticket in 3951, improper plate, will be dismissed. Count 2 on that same ticket, 3952, unregistered or untitled motor vehicle, will be dismissed. And count 3 on that ticket, no insurance, will be dismissed. They're also asking that she tender a plea on ticket ending in 4611, driving while license suspended, repeat offender. It will be amended to a failure to display. Count 2 on that ticket, driving an unregistered or untitled motor vehicle, will be dismissed. And count 3, the no insurance on that ticket, will be dismissed. And they're also asking her to tender a plea of guilty on ticket ending in 5120 in the park after dark, and it will be taken under a 3-month delayed sentence. Judge, I do need to ask Ms. Zimmerman to press *6. I accidentally muted her while I was placing the plea for record.
That's okay. All right, Ms. Zimmerman. You heard that today? You want to take advantage of that?
Say it again.
I said you heard the plea offer for today. You want to take advantage of that?
Yes.
All right, please raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
I pleading guilty of your own choice, ma'am.
Yes.
I pleading guilty because you are guilty.
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, I want to first take you back to the date of February 15th of 2020. Were you in the area of Connor and Clear Point at the park there at that location, ma'am?
Yes.
And were you there after it had closed?
Yes.
All right, and then I want to take your attention to the date of August 26th of 2022. Were you in the area of Grand River and McNichols driving a Chrysler vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And was your license suspended at that time, ma'am?
Yes.
I also want to take your attention to the date of June 16th of 2022. Were you in the area of Gratiot and August Street in the city of Detroit driving that same Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
And was your license suspended still at that time, ma'am?
Yes.
And then, ma'am, on that same date, location, did you have improper plates on that vehicle?
Yes.
And did you drive while it was unregistered or untitled, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Judge.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well. Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated.
All right, so at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the amended count of fail to display 2 counts, 1 count as charged improper plates, 1 count reduced to improper plates, and then a 3-month delayed sentence on this in the park after dark ticket. All right. Ooh. My Lord. All right. All right, ma'am. I'm gonna give you some fines today. Okay. All right. On the in the park after dark ticket, I'm gonna give you a $200 fine, but you have these 3 months to be able to pay it. Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna come back and see me April, not that day. No, maybe so. I should be back. April 22nd.
If
for
I
a
pay it
review.
before then, do I gotta come back?
Yes, only because I have to make sure, well, if she pays it, can we go in the system and dismiss it? All right. If you pay it before then I will dismiss it, okay? But I won't dismiss it until the day of the 3 months because you must be on a 3-month delay sentence. So even if you pay it early, doesn't mean it gets dismissed early, okay?
Okay.
May dismiss if paid. I'll put it on the ticket. Then on the driving while license suspended, reduced to the FTD, I'll do one of them. I'll do $200. What are we up to? I'll do another $200, and the last 2 tickets I'll waive the cost and fines. Okay. So
Okay.
600
So
total.
altogether.
Yep. Any
Okay.
reinstatement fees you'll be in charge of yourself. You'll have to pay. Those are above and beyond. I don't know that you have any, but if you do have some, you'll have to pay for those. And then I'll waive the cost and fine on the remaining 2 tickets you pled to. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, of course. All right. So take care of those tickets, and then I'll dismiss that other incomplete ticket, okay, as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There's nothing further, Ms. Zimmerman. Thank you for taking care of these matters today, okay?
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. All right. Marcus Walls, press *6 on your phone for me, please.
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Marcus Walls. This is ticket U663-80423. This is 1 count of, I think it might be,
About 5 minutes.
let me see. Alcohol in public. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jeanette Nancy appearing on behalf of Mr. Walls. Mr. Walls, state your name for the record, please.
Marcus Walls.
Judge, today's a date and time set for review. He was sentenced and scheduled to do 20 hours of community service in lieu of costs and fees. Mr. Walls has indicated to me that he has completed the 20 hours and he had the paperwork submitted. Mr. Walls, can you speak to where you did the community service hours to and who sent it?
I sent it to the judge, Taylor Judge. I put it on the paper.
Where'd you do it at, though? She asked you a very specific question. Where'd you do the community service at?
At Midmill, Cresta Church.
Okay. All right. You took care of it. All right. Well, it doesn't say I dismiss it. It just says I close it. Sir, don't drink in public, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm gonna take your word at it today that you completed it, okay?
I completed.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
I'm gonna close this matter out, okay? Thank you so much, Mr. Walls.
You too.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. You want to talk to Mr.
Yes, I will, but
Wilkins?
Judge, like I said, I wasn't aware that you separated things
I
out
don't
like that.
typically like to, but if he's gonna be willing to take care of every other ticket except for that ticket,
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. All right, join the breakout room, Mr. Wilkins.
Okay. Mr. Wilkins, we might have to reassign him to one. Mr. Wilkins, we'll put you in room number 1 with her. Okay, great. You may have to help her with that plea, attorney. Okay, all right, she went in there. Attorney Mason, she may need some assistance with that plea if she comes back out. He wants to take care of everything except for one ticket. I would rather subpoena one officer than to subpoena a whole bunch if he wants to resolve everything else.
What case is it, Your Honor?
It's going to be Kawan Wilkins. I think it's just one case that he's having some issues with. He wants to kind of take care of everything else. I won't mind if that means subpoenaing one witness, one officer, as opposed to a slew.
Okay, this is the arraignment.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy.
What's
What tickets he's? You know which one he's having a problem with?
Yes, it is. It's the I believe, and you can follow up with her to make sure. He said it was the, hold on, let me find his file. That's what I get. I think it's going to be ticket SP 1251738. Give false information regarding accident. I think that's the ticket he's having some issues with.
Okay, I go in there and check that.
Okay.
Okay, Judge, on that case, we'll just adjourn that particular matter for trial. I'll get the officers in here and we'll deal with it at that point, later date.
Okay, cool.
Judge, we're ready.
Okay, give me 1 second and I'll be right with you. All right, Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
All right. All right, recalling the matter of the people. Turn your camera back on for me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Recalling the matter of the people versus Kawan Wilkins, Dante Wilkins. I caught this matter earlier. We took a brief break so that we could determine if we could do anything further for him. He had ticket SP 12517, SP 1102576, SP 120426296, SP 1285040, SP 1333517, SX 4021554, SP 1204293, SP 1503994, SP 1503826 on my docket. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jeanette Nance appearing on behalf of Mr. Wilkins. Mr. Wilkins, please state your name for the record.
Keywon Wilkins.
Judge, today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Just in case we didn't do it, as it relates to the arraignment on the bench warrant, we asked that any cases be set aside, any warrants recalled. As it relates to the arraignment, we waive formal reading, stand mute to each count.
All right, at this time, the court is going to enter pleas of not guilty on his behalf. Any warrants that are out there will be set aside, and I'll enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, Miss Mason, excuse me, Assistant Corporation Counsel Mason, and I had an opportunity to go into the breakout room. And if there is no objection by the court, what we're asking is that Mr. Wilkins' not guilty plea be continued. And on case number SP 1251731, this matter be scheduled for a bench trial. We have discussed, Mr. Wilkins and I have discussed his right to a jury trial previously, where 6 people would need to listen to the facts associated with the case, and make a determination of whether or not he is guilty or not guilty, or he can have this matter heard by the court. It is my understanding, from Mr. Wilkins, on that particular matter, he would like to waive his right to a jury trial and have that matter heard by the court. Is that correct, Mr. Wilkins?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the court can do it on that matter. Mr. Wilkins, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. It's my understanding that you've had the opportunity to speak with Attorney Nance about your case and your rights as it concerns this ticket, give false information regarding accident. You understand that?
Yes.
And you would like to have a bench trial? That's my understanding. That's a trial before myself, sir?
Yes. This is I just wanted to make sure. So I'll be pleading on 4. And
yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're just taking care of this one ticket first, and then we'll get over to the other tickets, and we'll take care. We'll make sure you have a complete understanding before we put anything else on the record. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you want to have a bench trial on that single ticket, sir?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be scheduled for April 3rd. So put that in your phone if you can. April 3rd at 9:30 a.m. via Zoom. And then now we can move on to the rest of the tickets. Okay, Mr. Wilkins?
Okay.
All right. Okay, Attorney Nance.
Judge, as it relates to the remaining tickets, there is a recommendation that has been presented, and it's my understanding he'd like to accept that. The recommendation is if he tenders a plea on ticket ending in 5761, no operator's license on person, it will be reduced to a failure to display. If he also tenders a plea on ticket ending in 2961, driving while license not valid, it will be reduced to a failure to display. If he tenders a plea on ticket ending in 050401, no operator's license on person, it will be reduced to a failure to display. And if he tenders a plea on ticket ending in 5173, no operator's license on person, it will be reduced to a failure to display. Judge, the remaining tickets will be dismissed. Mr. Wilkins, is that your understanding of the plea, that you would tender a plea on those 4 tickets and the remaining tickets will be dismissed?
Yes. Yes. Will I be able to ask questions afterwards?
You got some questions? What's your questions? I'm scared, but what's your questions before I move forward?
I wanted to know about the one that you the ticket that you set a bench trial for. That's the last ticket. That's the last ticket I need in order to get my license cleared. Do you know if there's any dates earlier than that? I'll
figure something out if you need an earlier date, okay?
Thank you.
You want to take care of these other matters though?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If so, you're already under oath, sir. So I'm just going to ask you some additional questions, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm just trying to find his last ticket he's pleading to. Dismiss, FTD. CD 12850. I'm missing one of the tickets, Attorney Nance. I have the 576 count 1, the 517 count 3, and the 5040 count 1. What's the last ticket I'm missing?
The last ticket would be ending in 2961.
Okay, cool. All right, all FTD, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right, sir, I want to say, did you have a chance to talk to your attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date on or around May 25th of 2021, where you're driving a Chevy vehicle in the area of Auto Drive in Chicago in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was your license not valid at the time?
No, it wasn't.
All right. Also on the date of August 3rd of 2020, were you in the area of Southfield and Wadsworth driving an Audi vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, did you fail to display a valid operator's license to the officer who stopped you?
Yes.
All right. And then I want to take your attention to the date of March 26th of 2022, where you're driving a Saab vehicle in the area of Tireman and Mansfield in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, did you fail to display a valid operator's license for the officer who stopped you?
Yes.
Finally, I want to take your attention to the date of December 16th of 2021. Were you in the area of Joy Road and Trinity in the city of Detroit driving a Pontiac vehicle?
Yes.
And while you were driving that Pontiac vehicle, did you fail to display a valid operator's license to the officer who stopped you?
Yes.
Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be
So
dismissed?
stipulated.
All right, so at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of fail to display on all of those tickets. The remaining tickets I called on this record today will be dismissed. Mr. Wilkins, although I want to thank you for coming before this court today to try and handle these, Mr. Wilkins, I'm gonna get you an earlier court date for the trial, but just because you now want to resolve and get your life together doesn't mean that the court has to put a rush on what we do, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you ain't come to court in 2020, 2021, 2022, and now 2023, it's 2024, and you want me to put a fire under me because now you ready. Does that sound about correct, Mr. Wilkins?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Y'all gotta be patient. Okay. You still gonna have to wait when you do it. Even so, but I do appreciate the fact that you're trying to get things in order now. But just remember that, okay, when you come to court, that your urgency doesn't become our emergency because now you want to get your life together, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
All right. So I know you're in a payment plan, Mr. Wilkins. Is that correct on some of your tickets already that are
Yes,
civil
ma'am.
infractions? Okay. So I'm gonna give you 2 additional fines though. You're gonna have to pay some money. 200 a piece. I'll waive the cost of fine. So that's 400 total because you're probably gonna have some reinstatement tickets and you got some tickets that are in default too that you're gonna need to take care of. So, all right, I'm gonna do 200 because you have quite a few tickets that are in default that I can't take out because they're gonna go to collection. So you need to make sure those are taken care of, okay? Because they older tickets that I'm not gonna be able to handle. So I'm gonna do a $200 fine. Any reinstatement fees and your civil infractions have to be paid. Your new bench trial date on that ticket is going to be February 27th.
Okay.
February 27th at 9:30 a.m. via Zoom. Okay, that's the soonest I can get you in for that ticket. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So pay that $200. I'll give you, how long do you need to put it into the payment plan with everything else?
Can I have 60 days? I just
Yeah.
don't want to miss it. Thank you.
I know. I'll put it March 22nd. I can appreciate that 2024. Remember, you have quite a few tickets in default. Put those all in payment plans so you can take care of them. Okay, Mr. Wilkins?
Okay, do I call the court and figure out which ones? They're not the ones I'm on payment plans for?
You know what? I don't know. So one of them on my ticket, my clerk is awesome. So she wrote payment plan for one of them. But I see you have some other ones too that I don't know if they made like you got failed to stop for a stop sign, violation of the basic law, no proof of insurance, registration and or plate violation. And those are probably all in default right now. Okay.
Okay, so do I just call the court and just ask how much it would be?
Yeah, or come down when you can, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you in a cold area. You working on a house today? I saw that earlier.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can tell. I'm so sorry. It's so cold out there. All right, I want you to get your license back. Don't forget to come to the next court date. I'm only giving you a $200 fine because when I see people on a payment plan, I know that they're really trying to make some efforts towards paying off their stuff. So I don't want to stack it on you, but you do have to have a fine for not having this stuff in order.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. If there's nothing further, sir, good luck to you. I'll see you on February 27th. Okay. February 27th at 9:30 a.m. via Zoom for your bench trial for that one ticket. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. If there's nothing, thank you, Mr. Wilkins.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I was trying to give him some time to sign back on. Kenneth Wells was here. I thought he was taking a plea. He accidentally got logged off. You talked to him, Attorney Nance, I think. Who talked to Kenneth Wells?
I did.
He was gonna take a
We
plea
give him another
today.
date?
I can. I'm gonna just give him I'll give him March 19th. I know he got a lot of things. You want to put it on a different day.
Stop,